Today I am at one of the best resorts in Mexico. Come with me to Las Brisas. This is the waiting room where we stayed after we checked in, waiting for our car to come pick us up and take us to our room. They also brought us some fun little margaritas while we waited, and then we were off. They picked us up in one of their famous white and pink Brisas Jeeps. Each one is named after a famous person who has stayed there. We got to ride in Mel Gibson all the way to our room, where we drove all the way up this big hill. We got to look over the side and see some pretty great views, and then we were at the room. We stayed at the Beach Club Suite, which had a private entrance, as well as a private pool, which had an amazing view of the bay, especially at night when the lights come on. And then we checked out the room for just a second because we wanted to spend the day at the beach club, so we called a car and waited for Mel Gibson to come back and pick us up from the room and take us down there. Mel Gibson arrived shortly after we called, so we hopped in the Jeep, rode all the way down to the beach club, got some amazing views. They had towels waiting for us as we arrived, so we picked them up and headed over to the sea pools. This is the one for kids. It's shallow, so they can either swim or stand with the fish. It also has a little beach area. Last time I brought my kids and they had an absolute blast in this one. This is the big sea pool. This is the one I spend almost all the time in. It has a bunch of different fish. It has starfish, sea urchins, big fish, small fish, schools of fish, crabs. I tried to get some video here and show you. Next time I'll have to put a GoPro on my snorkeling mask, but here's a video of me snorkeling. The time goes by so fast in here. It's very easy to work up an appetite, which is so great because the restaurant is also at the beach club, which we headed off to next. Views from the restaurant are super nice. I also was able to order a bunch of different food. First up, we have the baked oysters, which were absolutely delicious, and then we have some fish ceviche, which was also really good. Then we had a shelf full of octopus and swordfish. I ordered a steak to eat with guac and beans and some tortillas. My wife ordered some octopus tacos, which I snuck a bite of, and it tasted super, super good. I also ordered a couple of beers, and the total for this whole meal was about $60 US. We spent the rest of the day hanging out by the sea pool and enjoying the views before we called Mel Gibson to come pick us back up and take us back to the room before dinner. And once again, we're back in Mel Gibson on our way back up to the room. We get some absolutely amazing views on the way up here. So here's another video real quick while we get ready for dinner. And we're ready to go eat. As you can tell, I was very excited waiting for the car to come pick us up. Once again, it turned out to be none other than Mel Gibson. But it took us all the way down to their restaurant with some super cool views on the way down. I always feel like I'm in some kind of castle driving around here at night. Then we got to the restaurant. It has absolutely amazing views of both the bay and the city, especially at night when everything's lit up. The restaurant is called Bella Vista. Tonight it started to rain, but it was still amazing. Here is the menu with all the different prices and food they offer. Both the food and the service was absolutely amazing. Starting off, I got a lobster soup. Then I got some lamb covered in mole and on Mexican rice. My wife got the prime steak with a baked potato. For dessert, we got creme brulee, which came in chocolate, vanilla, and praline flavors. And we also got some tiramisu. I didn't order this one, but since it was my birthday, they brought it out to us with a candle. I also ordered a mango margarita and a pina colada. In total, this meal was about $150. After that, we hopped back in the car, headed back up to the room, and took a night swim. I love how the pool lights up, and you have such a great view over the bay and all the city lights. I stayed in this pool until about 3 in the morning. I just couldn't get out. In the morning, they bring you bread and coffee. We ordered room service and got some chilaquiles as well, with a view before it was time to go check out. This was definitely a 10 of 10 experience, and if you're ever looking for somewhere to stay in Acapulco, I definitely recommend Las Brisas.